So, today, I'm doing a special stream. This is my first time doing this, so I hope it goes well. Hello, I'm fine, and you? I'm doing fine, but really excited and nervous because this is my first time doing a stream video. I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope it goes okay. Yes. So today we are as a cultural ambassador of Gardenia, we are going to study more about Cryptids. Yes. Walter, I'm doing good. I got 5 people to sing the coconut song, so I'm in very good mood. Oh, that's nice! I don't know what this song is, but this sounds really nice. Hello, Norex! How are you doing? Welcome! Today we are doing cultural things. We are studying about Cryptids. And I don't know what Cryptid is. So we are going to see what they are, where they come from, and what do they eat at Friday nights. Yes, and since we are doing some educational and cultural content, I need to get my gear up. Here it is! Yes! This is my my smart glasses. Yes! I'm pretty smart now. Hold up, I know that reference. What do you mean? So, let me see. Hello, Michi! How are you doing? Welcome back. Today, we are studying about Cryptids. Yes, this is Science in Momochi. That means I am... Saichi? Nah. No. So, as everybody knows, when you want to learn about something, you consult Wikipedia. Yes, the fountain of knowledge and everything true in the world. Cryptids, which are animals that cryptozoologists believe may exist somewhere in the wild, but are not believed to exist by mainstream science. God damn it, mainstream science! Can't you be a little bit more indie? Be indie science too. Cryptozoology is a pseudoscience which primarily looks at anecdotal stories and other claims rejected by the scientific community. While biologists regularly identify new species following established scientific methodology, cryptozoologists focus on entities mentioned in the folklore, record, and rumor. Entities that may be considered cryptids by cryptozoologists include Bigfoot, Yeti, the Chupacabra, the Jersey Devil, the Loch Ness Monster, and Mokilimembe? I think that's how you read it. Scholars have noted that cryptozoologists subculture rejected mainstream approaches from an early date, and that other hands often express hostility to mainstream science. Scholars have studied cryptozoologists and their influence. Noted parallels in cryptozoology and other sciences such as ghost hunting and ufology. Nah, let's go to the fun part. Who are the Cryptids? What was the name? Loch Ness monster. Yes, yes, I know this one. I know this one. But as I saw, there are lots of them. Not only the Loch monster and Chupacabra. He's pretty popular here. Mainstream approaches like clear photos. Wow! Mainstream approaches like clear photos. What do you mean? I didn't get it. Oh look, there's a Loveland frog. What? It's just a frog with legs. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. What's a Loveland frog? In Ohio folklore, the Loveland frog, also known as the Loveland frogman, is a legendary humanoid frog described as standing roughly 4 feet tall, allegedly spotted in Loveland, Ohio. It's a Loveland frog. There's no photos. Ah! Hey everybody, this is the Loveland frog. I don't know. Can you see it? Yeah, you can. But I can't. We can't see the full screen. Yes, but I think you can see it now, right? This is the Loveland frog. It's basically a frog with human legs? I don't know. So weird. Don't worry, siblings. I will show you the photos that are here at the side. The terrestrial cryptids, they look very alike. Like the what is his name? Bigfoot, yes. It's a really big frog, yes. Oh, the Jersey Devil. It's what? This is the Jersey Devil. Looks like a camel with an antelope body and bat wings. Wow, so weird. I didn't. I never heard about the Jersey Devil. So weird, so weird. This list is so short. I was expecting a more long list. Who needs Wikipedia and their list when you have YouTube, right? Let's go to the real YouTube. Let's see. Let me see if I can find the Jersey Devil. Who's that? I don't... There's no Jersey Devil here? What? Maybe it's this one? I'm not sure. I got a better list for you, Momochi. Let me see. Send me by DM. Yes. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Let me see if I can find the Jersey level on another video. Where's the Jersey Devil? I want to see what's this. I searched about Jersey Devil and I'm finding football videos. Oh, yeah, I think I found it. Oh, this is news. Let me see. What's this? Is it working? Oops. forgot to turn it on. Okay, let me see what's this.
Places in the forest are scorched. Strange tracks are found round about.
It's a story Angus Cress Gillespie, a professor in Rutgers American Studies Department, has told hundreds of times. The legend of Mrs. Leeds, her family in the Pine Barrens, and the Jersey Devil. It's said that in 1735, Mother Leeds was pregnant with her 13th child. Her husband Daniel, though a good provider, was an uninvolved father.
So the entire burden
It's
of
a
taking
live
care of the
footage.
kids fell on Jane Leeds. The cooking, the cleaning, chopping wood.
She couldn't handle another addition.
In a moment of perhaps understandable weakness, she said, I hope this one's not a child. Let this one be a devil.
When the baby arrived, everything seemed normal. At first.
But then something went terribly wrong. In the space of less than 20 minutes, the baby grew to the size of 2 full-grown men.
He developed coal red eyes and a horse's head, bat wings, goat feet, and serpentine tail.
And then unexpectedly, with one swipe of his right arm, he slit the throat of the midwife and attendants.
Leaving carnage in his wake, the Jersey Devil flew up the chimney and escaped into the Pine
Cool
Barrens, where he's
illustration.
said to have terrorized the people ever since.
Most states, there's a state horse, a state bird, a state flower. As far as I know, New Jersey is unique to have a state monster.
Gillespie is a folklorist, and he's quick to explain that the Jersey Devil isn't a once-upon-a-time kind of tale. It's a legend.
Folktale implies that it's fiction.
Do you think it's true?
I try to keep an open mind.
There was a rash of sightings
didn't
in
say.
1909.
He
And
didn't
in
say
the oral
no.
tradition of folklore, Gillespie's been given first-hand accounts by people who say they've seen the monster or know someone who has. But he says, as a folklorist, it's his job to remain agnostic.
When I see reports of sightings, my initial gut reaction would be skeptical. I mean, is this photoshopped? How reliable is the witness?
The latest sighting was just 2 weeks.
By the way, I don't know if your siblings are hurt. Is the sound alright? I didn't ask. Oh my god, look at the photo. I think this is clearly a goat, but I think it's someone just put some wings on the goat. It's kinda cute. Is the Jersey Devil in Galloway Township? Paranormal Corner.
Ago.
I mean, the legend is very much alive, and these sightings sort of prove that.
So
what?
Gillespie tells it.
Oh god! What this was no. that was a bat, but someone glued a goat shape on the bat. It's fine, Momochi. Also, feel free to toggle over or interrupt the video anytime. Okay. But you saw that. Let me go back. It's so funny. Where's that thing?
2 weeks ago.
I mean, the legend is very much alive, and these sightings sort of
Oh my
prove
god!
So as Gillespie tells it.
When you're walking through the Pine Barrens of South Jersey, listen carefully as the wind comes off the ocean through the pines.
Look at the lady. She's trying to hold her laugh.
The ocean through the pines.
Look at her face. She's like, okay, old man. That's a pretty story.
Old Mother Leeds.
And if you hear a twig crack behind you, beware. It could be you know who. For NJTV News,
Your
I'm Maddie
mother.
Orton.
Looks like a chicken glued to a piñata. Right! It really does. Okay. If I understood, The Desert Devil was born from a lady, and that's it. Just like the alien, right? Send you the link, Momochi. Okay, I will take a look. I think it's just this window, right? Let me see. I think it's alright. Yes, it's alright. I think. Let me see. Pretty fast here. Ooh. Let me see this link. My cell phone is being a bitch. Don't worry, it will be fast. I promise. Here you go. Let me see, what's this? Just for be sure, let me just turn it off pretty quick and see this. I can 100% vouch for the TOS printed on this, so in emergency babies, you know what to do. Oh my god, they are pretty creepy. Trevor Henderson Creations. What is this? Oh, this is the newest, the newest Cryptids, right? Hello, No Seven Tess. Hello, welcome back. How are you doing? Today we are studying about Cryptids. Yes. I heard about the sighting head. I don't think there's anything Monka in there. I seriously doubt there is, but yeah. Okay. Things. I think I don't know if it will show the ads. Let me see. I think it will not. I don't think it's a problem. Yes, you can see. Nice. Let me turn it on. As for Momochi, this mysterious human called Trevor Henderson is actually responsible for making this special creature friends. At least that's my research has produced, but I am Dodge, so I don't know how to read. Hey, you know how to read. If you didn't know, how can you read my memes that I sent on Discord? Okay. I went to see this sighting head. I heard about this one once and I didn't know what it was. Okay. She was on vacation with her husband and they were scoping out graveyards on the way. Let me turn off the music. This music is too groovy. I needed more spooky music, but I don't know any, and DMCA, you know. Okay. Let me try the spooky face. Spooky, a spooky voice. Yes. She was on vacation with her husband, and they were scoping out graveyards on the way, as you do when she saw it, rising out of the old cemetery, big as an old macabre telephone pole. Was this some kind of bizarre art piece? The authorities hadn't gotten wise yet. Even as she stepped out of the car, the megaphones on its head, it screeched to life. 9, 8, 1, child, 17, we move, vile. A buzzing, Delbert's voice screamed Honda words at her. At this point, it jerked into motion, striding down the hill towards her. Ah! Sighting Head is a fictional being. This is what the wiki says. But is it really fictional? Ta-da! Created by the Canadian artist respectfully known as Trevor Henderson. Oh, this is like Momo! Yeah, the creepy doll from Japan. It is a 12 meters tall humanoid creature with a heavily emaciated near skeletal frame covered in dried mummified flesh with a color similar to rusted metal. Emancipated being with a pair of sirens, capable of emitting sounds noise both natural and man-made, including sirens, radio broadcasts, white noise, and human voices. Does this sirens broadcast podcast, VTuber podcast? Can you imagine? The siren starts broadcasting a VTuber. And like it's a pretty weepy voice, a pretty cute voice. It's not so bad. What it can do? Start playing some annoying music. Fictional only means the weird, smart humans in the white coats say it's not real. But there's no halation. Yeah. Yeah. The Sighting Head starts to play some pretty weepy music. Not emacipated, Momo. Emaciated. Emacipated. Not emacipated. Emaciated. They sing. You understood what I said. The Sighting Head starts. I forgot the music. Okay, moving on. I'm not good with music. Ooh, there's a list of skills. Oh my god, this is almost an RPG build, right? Haunting skills, camouflage, vocal mimicry, sound manipulation, the ability to play sounds loud enough to cause brain damage or explode, rupture eardrums and soft tissue. Yeah, this is bad. The Anka song! Yeah. The truth is, the Sighting Head is almost the boy that uses the float. Hamlet, Hamlet Flautis. I think it's the name. It starts to play the Anka music. Everybody goes behind it, following the Sighting Head. Yes, but completely out of place in the monster chase. Yes, as I said, it starts to play the Anka music. Everybody stops running away and starts to dance. Tremendous strength, high speed, stealth, incorporeal, electric interference, photographic memory, shape-shifting, aura, status effect inducement. This is an RPG build. Yes, everyone does the Egyptian. or the sighting head starts to play the music like an Egyptian. Uh, Surface scaling, perception, manipulation, adaptation, dimensional travel, possibly, stalking. Hobby, stalks its victim, then kills them. Just like some people, girls kill and devour humans it comes across. Dates, mass murder, stalks, man-eating, cryptid type, mummified cups, monster, patron saints. There isn't a favorite plate? Ah, humans, right. It. Oh, better it just started blessing the Beatles like those old Scooby-Doo episodes. This one too. It might be an RPG build page, but it's still better than a piece of shit Wikipedia page. Right, that's true, that's true. This one is pretty good. Sightings. It's not a pretty new monster. A cryptid, not monster. That's pretty interesting. Sighting appearance. Sighting head is no. Oh, we saw this. Uh-huh. No hostile hunts people if they were prey. In rural towns and wooded areas. Oh, 1966. That's pretty interesting. Oh, there's a sound. In Willow Springs, when it started up unexpectedly at exactly midnight when the CPD arrived at the scene, the sound had stopped and the source cannot be located. If you get bored of this page and its monsters, I got more in store. Nice, nice, nice. Let's hear this! What's this like? Yeah, this sounds something from a horror game. The truth is, no one did a horror game yet about the Deciding Head, right? It's so perfect. Listen to the sound. Can you imagine you walking at a dark wood place and there's this sound starts playing? It's kind of funny, the sound. Reminds me, I don't know if you siblings know, there's that thing that when you shake it does that that's something like that goes woo. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. When awake, Sighting Head will emit snippets of music, emergency alert messages, air, radio sightings, imitations of people's voice, and radio chatter, like a sighting would. Though it is as yet unknown whether or not this entity is capable of emitting sounds from other sources. Ooh. The Sighting Head game. That is. Ooh! I didn't. Yeah. It's just too perfect to not have a Sighting Head game. Whales? Maybe. No, not whales. It's a kind of toy. Let me see if I can find it. Just a minute. What Antoine sound make is I don't know if I found it. I found it.
You are now.
Here it is. I think he's testing it. Let me show you. Let me see if it's all right here. Ah! God damn it! Ads! Let me show you. It's this
There
thing!
you go. Not much more to it. But when I was in the store, I think I did it about 30 times, and people around me started to get a little bothered by it.
This sounds like the sighting head. Okay. Let me see. There's another one here that looks interesting. The cartoon cat. What's this? Cartoon cat is the most data expunged of all the data expunged. That's all, folks. The description of the fourth and fifth post with Cartoon Cat, and completely also the quote that shows at the end of the episode of Lonely Tunes. Okay. Momochi savagely destroy Cryptids. No, but it really sounds like that. Come on. Cartoon Cat is a hostile cryptid and an urban legend created by Canadian horror artist Trevor Henderson. This one is more recent. Recent, yes. This reminds me of that game about the cartoon. I forgot the name. It's a horror game about a cartoon. Physical information, height, varies, usually dwarf human size. Weight, not known information. Gender, male, skin color, black. Biographical information. Species, cartoon monster, patron saint. Why patron saints? Why they are all patron saints? That means that Cryptids are patron saints? Who? Can you imagine Saint George being a Cryptid? You know about Saint George, that crazy man who went to the moon to slay a dragon. They say that if you look at the moon and pierce Saint George, he will come and pierce you with your spear. Yes, Bendy and the Ink Machine reminds me of this game. Abilities! Shape-shifting, such as ability to extend arms, being in multiple places at a time, elasticity, enhanced strength, enhanced strength, enhanced stamina, sinful kinesis, likely. What's a sinful kinesis? What's a sinful kinesis? Let me see. What's this? Music manipulation. Oh. What? No, but he's a cartoon cat, not sighting head. That's not fair. This RPG build is too overpowered. You must what's the name? You must balance the stats. It's too overpowered. Too many skills. Let's be real, when he was alive, people who knew him probably thought he was crazy. if he got sanctified, people took him seriously, right? Oh, Saint George was real? I thought it was just a story. See, he really is a cryptid. Immortality, unnatural agility, immersion, cartoon physics, aura, dimension travel, possibly, probability, manipulation permanent, jinx, reality warping. No! This build is too unbalanced. He has immersion and cartoon physics. Cartoon physics is practically immortality. Don't do this. Okay, but he is a cryptid, so I think it's okay to have so many powers. Goal, motive, kidnap people and eat them. Commit vicious, violence, unspecified, atrocities, stalking. Lex, committing atrocities. Dislike, long horse, the lamp. Location, dirt mall. Their favorite food, child. Cartoon Cat appears as a tall, anthropomorphic, cartoonish black feline-like creature with a slender body and white beady eyes with pupils that can presumably dilate sometimes. And it also has a green nose. His clothes are white and very similar to a typical 30s cartoon character with 3 black line spots on each glove. And it's fluffy, very cute, and his teeth are blood-stained, affixed under a set of red, bloody gums. You need to wash your teeth more. The creature doesn't appear to have feet for its leg instead. Ah? It only possesses a set of footless, sharp legs. The arms are properly long, and while at various sizes, the weight of Cartoon Cat can reach that of a 2-story building. Wow! He doesn't have feet, so it can stalk you better. But everybody here likes to stalk. Come on! Have another object in life, like, I don't know, terrorizing children? Just for the fun? I would. The creature is similar to Cartoon Cat, otherwise known as Cartoon Dog. There's a semblance to the tissue, but this crooked teeth would seem to rule that out. So that this is one of many more similar to Cartoon Cat, or perhaps one of Cartoon Cat's alternate forms. See, Beeps, this is why Mom is dead. But it's fun to terrorize children. It's so interesting that this guy made a bestiary, right? But let me see the cartoon dog. Do they all dogs and that's it? Where's the cartoon dog? Here it is. Just like your favorite cartoon. Cartoon Dog is a creature created by Trevor, along with Cartoon Cat, and only known member of the cartoon species. Does Trevor like it? Yu-Gi-Oh? This reminds me of the I forgot the name. The cartoon world. I forgot the name of the card, where every monster would turn into a cartoon. Try long horse later, Momochi. Ah, yeah, Toon World. Yes, yes. It reminds me of Toon World. Species, cartoon creatures, weakness, and no. Maybe water. Cartoon and dogs don't like water. Ah, his file, his build isn't completed. Ah, all the abilities that Cartoon Cat has. That's lazy. Make a proper build. Everything. Okay. Let me take my ghost form. Just a minute. Where was it? Hello! Oops, my glasses. Here we go. Hello! Now I am a Cryptid too. Cartoon dog possibly eats its victims or their heads. I mean, I know how cartoon dog feels. There's this candy here that it's a turtle shaped chocolate. And when I eat it, I always start by the head. I don't know, it's fun. Ah, they are the same species, but they act almost like the same, and they have the same powers. Nah, this was a little lazy. Okay, where is the long horse? Yeah, long horse. Let's see. Long lady. Is the name right? It's science, Babuji! Yes, I'm haunting you with equations and mathematics! Are you on Keep's Discord right now? I have more links for later. Yes, send it to Keeps. By the end, I will take a look. The turtles eat each other. Yes, the commercial. They eat each other because they are too delicious. Just long horse, not they. Ah, yeah. Where's the L? Long horse. Here it is. There's a cryptid named Little Nugget. Oh, look at its face. Every night, it curved into his dreams, folding into a view from around impossible corners, one gaping socket always on him. As it silently glided, he thought putting some distance between the thing he would found in the attic and himself might help, but no, it met him on the road. You were not safe on the road. You made a mistake. The attic was the safe place. Ooh. You should look for a video of that. The turtles. Yes. Let me show you. Let me show you. Ah. Let me see if I can find it. Just a pretty quick. Uh, I think it was this one. Was it? Let me see. If it was this one. Yeah, it's this one. Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm sorry, but it is in Portuguese, but they are basically arguing with each other.
Por que as nossas cabeças não entram no nosso casco?
Porque o nosso casco está cheio de recheio, estúpida.
Ah, pensei que nossa cabeça é que fosse cheia de recheio.
Não, a nossa cabeça é de chocolate, estúpida.
Tem razão, hein? As nossas cabeças são de chocolate. Estúpida.
Tortuguitas gostam.
They are basically arguing about why they can't put their heads inside their shells. And the other one says, it's because we are made of chocolate. And the other one, it's the other turtle heads and say, yes, we are really made of chocolate. I really loved this head. And the fact that the dad teaches us to eat the head first, always. Longhorse is a benevolent entity that appearance is similar to that of a horse. Oh, a heroic internet urban legend. It is not me. It is the society that has made me like this. Height infinite. Weight immeasurable. Unbound by the concept of mass. Oh, infinite. Genderless. Those are not eyes. It's just eye sockets. Their abilities: infinite size, withering, reality warping, resilient immortality, longevity, precognition. Precognition? What's this? It's when you see if you are pregnant or not. Precognition, also called prescience, future vision, or future sight, is a claimed psychic ability to see events of in the future. I see. Precognition is knowing things before they happen, like being pregnant. See? This is precognition. It's not wrong. Telepathy, body manipulation, dimension travel, paradox existence. The Longhorse, he stops and be. Do I exist or I exist? I exist and I don't exist. Oh, the life and no life. He enters on a paradoxal existential life or something. Higher dimensional manipulation, nigh omnipresence. Did you have to curse her? Longhorse is secretly Hamlet. Why? Because, yeah, about the paradoxal existence. Didn't you know? Hamlet was written by the Longhorse. Probability manipulation, aura, telepathy, reality breaking, pokes a hole in existence. Ooh! teleportation, dream manipulation, physics manipulation, no existence, physiology. Yeah, the long horse really is a paradoxical existence because he doesn't exist, but at the same time it exists. Oh, the dread of exist and not existing. Exist or not exist. Goal motive, warm and protect humans from upcoming danger. I see, he is pretty wholesome. Oh, it's warm, no warm. Now it's warm. Likes kind offerings protecting humans, apples. Oh, long horse is so cute. Just like threats to humankind being ridden, setting head as they are enemies. Oh, I see. Did you see the picture? But he's cute! See? It's like a sock puppet. and it likes apples and warm people. Always have an apple. Longer horse will like it. It's approved by his no existent and existent being. Yes. Trevor has noted that when you see this creature, it is a sign of misfortune or disaster that is soon to happen. He has said that Longhorse is curious in nature. It smells like cinnamon, its skin is like wax, and that its neck is infinite and it can create new joints at will. See? It really smells like cinnamon! Oh, so cute! It smells like cinnamon and feels like wax. You can lick it, it will taste like cinnamon. I mean, Trevor said that it is a sign of misfortune or disaster when you see one, but you need to think if the long horse is there to prevent the disaster and that's why you see him, or if it's really the long horse that brings misfortune or disaster. I think he's trying just to help, and everyone thinks he's there for this misfortune. That's not true. Long horse is misunderstood. He's cinnamon apple bun. Yes. It's me who is spooky. In Trevor's Patron Saint series, it's applied that Sighting Head is their enemy, as well as Cartoon Cat due to their differing views on humanity. Ooh, are they fighting against everything? How you say? They are fighting for the humankind? Wow, so epic! Let's see. Gold are popular characters. Breaking news? Is this a character? I want to see what Little Nugget is. What's this? Little Nugget in a chicken cupboard. But this looks like a toy. It's Little Nugget. He's here! Little Nugget is an adorable and docile creature drawn by Trevor. They are the incidental offspring of Big Charlie, being the flesh that falls off from him. They come in a different shapes, colors, and sizes, but will eventually grow up to be a not so friendly lamb. Ooh, I need to see what the lamb is. Is this the origin of the dinosaur nuggets? Muted flesh. Abilities, biting, kicking, swarming, asexual reproduction, regeneration. Survive and evolve if possible. Likes, snacks, humans, being cared for, evolving. Oh, so cute! Dislikes, being hurt. Oh, it's like a little biggie baby. Little Nugget is a small, fleshy, four-legged creature with a disproportionately large, oval-shaped head and two large googly eyes that are almost always mismatched in area, with one being much bigger than the other. These fake eyes frequently fall off, as the creatures themselves don't actually have eyes. Its skin appears to have the consistency or texture of a moist slab of meat, yet it's very thin and malleable. Most little nuggets appear to be smaller than about the size of a jar of crafty peanut butter. As seen to the left of the first image of the creature, its legs are merely little knobs that it uses to rock around with it. Oh, I wonder if you can throw it at oil to fry it. Can you eat this? Oh, there are another nuggets. There are white nuggets and meat nuggets. Ah, oh wow. Would you get you siblings eat a white nugget? What's a white nugget? Ooh, that's a white. This one is scary. Maybe it's because it has really spooky eyes. Maybe. Who knows? It's so funny. I'm looking at Cryptids and there's the Disney castaway hat. White Nugget appears to be a larger black-skinned version of Little Nugget, with both of its eye aligned, unlike its younger variant. White Nugget appears to be in front of a black robe. Huh. I want to see what's the lamp. What's the lamp? Oh, there are more illustrations here. Oh. Oh, this is the Biggie Charlie. What's up, Biggie Charlie? Ah, Mickey, the ultimate Cryptid. Yes, where's the cartoon mouse, Cryptid? Since there's the cat and dog. Biggie Charlie escapes from the meat processing plant. Biggie Charlie is a particularly strange one of Trevor's creation, partly because not much is known about it. He is also CSCP 4158 by the SCP Foundation. Oh, this is the thing that Norix sent me. I will take a look, don't worry, Norix. A mutated bovine! Oh, so it's a cow! Yeah, I can see it's a cow. Large size, regeneration, asexual reproduction, flesh, manifestation, creation, manipulation. A what? Manifestation, creation, manipulation. Ah, yeah. Reality warping, aura, permanent jigs, luck manipulation. His number is 4158. Yes. His ability is flash. Can you say we have the ability of flash too? Like, I move flash to grab things and lift them with my flash. Ooh! Big Charlie is a large mammal-like creature. It resembles some sort of cattle, yet at the same time, it has a beak-like protrusion on the tip of its mouth. Its body is so skinny that you can see its rib cage. It also has a thick dark mane that goes from its head to the back to the creature. Its eyes appear to be foggy, which might indicate that the creature is blind, though it's in most depictions he does have normal eyes. Its legs are very lengthy compared to its body, and since its legs can barely support its weight, Big Charlie is around 30 feet tall. I don't know what this is. Hello, Elvin! Hello, how you doing? I can't stay for long. It's okay, Elvin. Dropping by is already nice. Thank you very much. Up to 10-meter tall. Oh, it's so big. Narx, did you save it? Memorized the conversion? According to Trevor, it is said that he escaped a meat processing plant, meaning he saw sort of animal made out of meat, possibly. Oh, I see. SCP. What's this? Oh, there's some images. I see. Big Charlie kinda reminds me of a dog. Not a cattle or a cow. Really reminds me of a dog. And there's the lamb too. What's the lamb? Sort of. I know 1 meter is about 3 feet. 1 inch US 32.54 centimeters. Oh god. It's so hard to convert by memory. The lamb! She saw it because she couldn't sleep and had noticed the backyard security lights had clicked on. It was standing motionless right where she would buried Stanley, beside the shrubs. No eyes, but she could feel it glaring accusingly as it turned in her direction. It stank. Whoa! It's pink and flashy with big hole in its head that looks like a vagina. It's related to Big Charlie and Little Nugget and comes from a little nugget. It can cause massive psychic damage and blood clots too. It can also levitate. It was also worshipped by a demonic cult. Its head shape looks like a void nugget and Little Nugget's head. It's described as a holy ghost of some sort. Oh, it's a saint too. Species, Big Charlie's offspring, the possible evolution of Little Nugget. Metaphysical entity. Oh, there's no skills! It's almost as bad to convert within itself too, Momochi. I see. Yeah, why do... Everybody should use the metric system. Because everything nowadays is connected. Everybody knows everyone. Why don't you just make everything the same? It would be easier. See the previous message. 1 foot is 12 feet? Yeah, it's feet. And everyone except the US and Liberia already uses metric. Yes! Maybe the United States really like feet, huh? The lamb. That's the lamb. I see. I wonder why it's called the lamb. Huh. They are all metaphysical and psychic. Okay. Let me see. What's this that Narok sent me? Okay. SCP Foundation. Secure, contain, and protect. This is their file? Wait a internet, there's a file for the cryptids. No, no, yeah, I think it's called cryptids, those ones, right? Nowadays. 1 foot is 20 inches. Inch is this thing. Foot is one thing. How much is my thing equals foot? So 2 fingers equals feet. Yeah, doesn't this make sense? Because foot is 1 foot and 2 foot is feet. So for the measure system, if it's feet, the foot is feet. Right? Let me click on this. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Here we go. Let's see. There are no ads here, so it's better. I feel defeated. Defeated? Okay, let's see. What's this? SCP 294. Object class Euclid. Special containment pressures. Is this a vending machine? There are no standard special containment pressures on file for item C SCP-294. However, only personnel of security clearance level 2 or higher are allowed to interact with it. See document. It is currently being stored in the second floor personal breaking room and is monitored by 2 guards of security clearance level 3 at all times. This is why Momochi's daddy once more. You can call me. No. Wait a minute. You can call me daddy. Item SCP-294. I will just call 294. Appears to be a standard coffee vending machine. The only noticeable difference being an entry touchpad with buttons corresponding to an English keyboard. Upon depositing 50 cents US currency into the coin slot, the user is prompted to enter the name of any liquid using the touchpad. Upon doing so, a standard 12-ounce paper drinking cup is placed, and the liquid is indicated is poured. 97 initial test runs were performed, including requests for water, coffee, beer, and soda. No consumable liquids such as sulfuric acid, wiper fluid, and mortar oil, as well as the substances that do not usually exist in liquid state, such as nitrogen, iron, and glass, and each one returned a success. Test runs with solid materials such as diamond have failed. However, as it appears that 294 can only deliver substances that can exist in liquid state. Ah! Hello! Hello? What happened? What is happening? Hello, Kingaya! Welcome back! Thank you very much for the 6 months! Already 6 months! Oh god! Happy 6 months! More 3 months for each born. Thank you very much, Kingaya! I'm surprised you opened 294 first, seeing as how it was the third link I sent. I clicked from bottom to top, that's why. Yes, Kingayo is the oldest son. So respect your Aniki. Time goes fast. Yes. It doesn't like 6 months. Hope that leaves me with some irritants too. all the turnips, all the turnips belongs to you, saplings. Don't worry. But the biggest turnip is for King Yayo. Today we are studying Cryptids, King Yayo. Seeing where they come from, what they are, and it seems it's a vending machine that pours everything. No, I'm thinking. Can you ask this machine for a specific piece? Like, I don't know, I want Keanu Reeves pee, and will it pull? What was the name? Pour. Yeah, it will pour. Keanu Reeves pee? Yes, it was Dark Lava, the second one. And I don't remember who was the third one. Yes! I made it! Yes, it was such an honor. I'm so happy. Thank you. It is of note that after approximately 50 uses, the machine would not respond to further requests. After a period of approximately 90 minutes, the machine seemed to have restocked itself. It is also interesting to note that many caustic liquids that would have eaten through a normal paper cup seem to have no effect on the cups dispensed by the machine. Why do you want Keanu Reeves pee? It's just an example. I don't want Keanu Reeves pee. But as I was saying, can you ask about? Can you ask at the machine a specific piece? Because it can pour anything, right? As long as it can be liquid. So yes, you can ask for blood too, can't you? Gloomy here now, dark when I go to work and dark when I leave. Oh, I hope the sun comes to you, King Gion, and you can receive lots of sunshines and photosynthesis. No, wait a minute, it's just me. You can ask it for that, and it will give it to you. More than letting the dog. Okay. Let's see. Test is ongoing. As suggested, 294 was moved to the second floor personal break room as a money-saving venture. Following incident 29401, guards were stationed at the item and a security clearance became necessary to interact with it. Document CSP 2948 regarding incident. I shall ask for tea Earl Grey hot. But you can ask for so many things for the machine. On August 21 to 2005, Agent Joseph. Oh, it's just cut it out. Okay. Attempt to use the item 294 to obtain coffee during his allotted break time at 9:30 a.m. At the request of Agent Daw to see what it would do, Daw requests a cup of joe from the item. Oh God! Will it be a Joe? Moments after confirming the selection, Agent Joseph began to sweat profusely and complained of dizziness before collapsing. After moving to the unconscious agent to the infirmary, the medical team recovered the contents of the cup dispensed by the item 294, a combination of blood, tissue, and other bodily fluids. Lovejoyce! Testing revealed the DNA sequence of the biological material dispensed by 294 matched that of Agent Joe. Agent Joe! I will call him Joe because it's a cup of Joe. Oh, Momochi, not a next generation fan. That's what I meant, Momochi. Ah? No, I don't know. What's the next generation? What's this? What's this? Let me see. Next generation. What's this? I typed the next generation on Google it and appeared the new trailer of the My Little Pony movie. And some stores. And a music. There's some music. Suede? No, this is what I meant, Momo. Ah! I see. Sorry. Now I got it. Star Trek. I see. The Star Trek New Generation, I see. No, I didn't watch it. But my mother-in-law said it is awesome. The Cup of Joe incident, I see. Yes, it really is a Cup of Joe. Agent Joe made a complete recovery after 4 weeks of rest and intravenous hydration. X-rays and CAT scans showed no further signs of injury, and Joe was released. Both agents were reprimanded. Additional security measures for 294 have been recommended. Ooh, so it takes things from the people you say the name. Wow! Can you imagine? Well, you can imagine you can make this machine to be the ultimate examination machine. You don't need to use needles. You just ask for some simple blood. Ta-da! I know it's a cup, a paper cup of blood, but still. Vampires would be so happy. They can ask him for blood and no one gets too much hurt. Addendum 294F. After reviewing the documentation on 294, suggested testing 294's ability to retrieve specific liquids from distance. 294. 294. I will call the machine Nifo. It's easier to read. Addendum Nifo H with the overseeing of 05 data expunged. A cup of 075 secretion. What's this? Oh god, was used as input. The product was proven to be the requested liquid, and the cup was able to successfully contain the material. However, the report of incident 07507 was acknowledged 2 hours after the test. See addendum. A contaminated pressure breach had occurred at the same time this test was taking place, waking 075 to its active stage. It was able to secrete an amount of basic solution equal to the capacity of coffee cup before emergency contaminant pressure was applied and it was rendered passive. The liquid was not found in the post-incident investigation. Ooh, liquids! The Cup of Joe incident. In Star Trek Next Generation, they have replicators, and that's the drink Picard has every time. I see! But it's kinda the scan, the 3D scan, that you ask for something and it goes beep. Here it goes. But only food, not liquids and secretions. What's 075 secretions? Ew, what's this? It's a Nautilus fate. Can I open it on a here? Look at saplings. It's a Nautilus fate. Does it release the secretions? A special container procedures. 775 Sephi. I will call this Sephi. Is contained in a 1 meter level 4 corrosion resistant container, which must be contained in a secure chamber with equal corrosion resistance. The absolute humidity of the chamber may not exceed 1% at any time. Medicinal grade desiccants must be available at all times in order to maintain this level of humidity. If the humidity of Sephi chamber ever exceeds 1%, all personnel are to be evacuated immediately and the site will be locked down till the humidity is reduced to acceptable levels. Oh wow! What it does! All personnel who enter Sephi contained chamber must wear mops. I don't think it's a mop, but it's how you read. Injection test as well as any test which involves an aqueous solution are strictly forbidden. If any such solution comes into contact of Sephi, the area will be completely locked down and flooded with desiccants until the humidity is brought back to acceptable levels. What it does! Oh my god, what it does! Especially heavy. Desiccation is the only known means of containing Sephi, as it will enter a dormant state when nearly completely dry. When not desiccated, Sephi moves at incredible speeds for its size and mass. It adopts the behavior of a predator, jumping at and drenching its prey in a high caustic basic solution secreted from pores on its foot. Oh, it's a foot nail. These secretions are more corrosive than any substances known to terrestrial science. Oh, I see. So many feats, too many feats. So many feats. You know, feats. I guess they use slime to move, so I guess that's it. Fish slime, yuck. Let me stretch. Yes, it's a corrosive fish slime. A fish snail? Yeah, fish snail. I'm stretching. Okay, what's here? Okay, this is Sephi's. Research punched in request for cup of gold. The machine dispensed a cup of molten gold. Researcher requested similar precious materials with the same result. I mean, the molten gold can be turned into gold, right? Researcher punched in from a safe range request for cup of empty water. The machine hummed briefly, then displayed out of range on entry pad. It is theorized that Nifu has a limited range of collection and cannot reach into alternative universe and dimensions. Woo! Boo! So spooky. Melted gold! No! I mean, technically you can ask for a melted gold, right? No, I said gold, not gold! Researcher punched in request for diamond. Nifu briefly hummed, then displayed out of range on entry pad. Nifu gives this result for all solid substances. As diamond is a solid crystalline form of carbon, it appears the machine will not dispense liquid carbon, as this does not result in a diamond. When the cup of carbon was subsequently punched in, the machine dispensed a cup of liquid carbon. Nifu was immune to the damaging effects of the dispensed liquid. Oh! I heard go to Shoukoit. Liquid coat is not cute! Poor goat! I mean, you can make sausages with that, right? Okay, testing for range of Nifu capacities for retrieval has been initiated. A unique compound has been formulated composed of disclosed ratios of E brand bleach, blend cola, match powder, and garam masala. The fluid was created and placed in a sealed container 25 meters away from Nifu. When requested, the fluid was dispensed. An equal amount of the mixture was no longer present in its original container. Also, the machine teleports the things. I questioned sanity when you said you could turn a melted goat back into a goat. I mean, you can try to make the melted goat turn it back into a goat. But as the laws of physics, I think it's impossible to make a thing that is transformed back into what it was previously, right? So you can make at least a sausage in format of a goat or a goat cake, something like this. Melted gold is still gold. Yes! Technically, a melted goat is still a goat too. You just let it cool and it goes solid again. Yes, yes! But it seems that Nifu can teleport things, so who knows where it took the melted gold. Researcher under reservation of level 5 personnel keyed in a request of the best drink I have ever had, and it was his mother's milk. Nifu dispensed a liquid similar in appearance to cola. The researcher identified it as a mixed drink he recalls having at a bar during his bachelor party, and was convinced it was the best drink. Did not know what ingredients were in the drink besides rum and cola. Further tests are scheduled to assert how Nifu gathers information. Oh wow, can it gathers liquids from the past or the future? Can you imagine you ask for your mother's breast milk? Grandma's jewelry cabinet. Ah, right. I mean, the into liquid that can be turned into liquid, right? Alright, I think that's it. Yes, maybe it was from Grandma's jewelry cabinet. Yes. Subject keyed the perfect drink. The machine dispensed a cup containing an odorless lavender liquid. After drinking the liquid, subject appeared to go into shock. Subject later committed suicide, leaving a note which read, "I'm sorry, but at this point, everything just a big letdown. Requesting such a drink again is highly discouraged. None of the contents of the drink have yet been identified." Oh my god! The drink sounds so perfect that everything in life was meaningless. Oh my god, this machine! Subject keyed in something Cassie will like. The device was heard to hum for about 3 seconds before dispensing an empty cup. Printed on the other side of the cup was an image of a traditional soda fountain glass, filled with something brown and topped with whipped cream. Upon instruction to 085, it was identified by her as chocolate banana milkshake and judged delicious. What? Why Nifo dispensed an empty cup with a drawing? It's because it can't make whipped cream and banana. What? Who's 85? A85 is to be contained in a single chalk white bond drawing pad in a secure containment facility. Supervisors contacted with 85 is unrestricted to all personnel with level 2 access. All personnel come in contact with 85 are subject to researchers and random psychic analysis upon entering or leaving the containment area. Cassie zits pictures. She's an SCP herself. I see, that's why. She zits information more specifically. I see. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Nifo is so cute. Researcher keyed in a request for a cup of music. Nifo produced a clear, sparkling fluid that tasted vaguely alcoholic. Following ingestion, subject reported feeling and not hearing a continuous rhythm, and demonstrated the ability to move and even dance with a certain fluidity that he had not previously shown. Testing on other abstract concepts is continuing. Can we ask for a cup of color? I think it will only splash some paint, right? During a mass security breach, Agent A requested a cup of pertinent magical knowledge while taking shelter inside the second floor break room. Of the 4 agents in the room, Agent E was the only one who was not injured. Nifo poured a cup of clear green liquid. Following the ingestion of the substance, Agent E began mending the other agents' wounds in a manner consistent with Foundation medical training. Agent E no longer has the medical training that the liquid provided, and the other attempts to recreate the effect have failed. The agent has speculated that this event was an imagined measure taken by the object to ensure self-preservation. Finally, you can taste the rainbow! Yes! But there's a rainbow cake already. You can already taste the rainbow. So don't worry, Kiba, you can taste the rainbow. Dr. A recreated my life story from Nifo. Nifo made humming noises and shook violently for approximately 3 minutes before providing a highly viscous, opaque black liquid. Upon consumption, Dr. A reported that he remembered everything that had ever happened to him. Following this test, Dr. A entered his office and returned 48 hours later with a 538-page autobiography. Hey, where I can find this machine? I really need this. I don't even remember what I ate yesterday. Rainbow peaches? No, it's the rainbow cake. But I can't make rainbow peaches, sadly. This is out of my range. But my peaches are still yummy. Researcher produces requests consisting solely of the phrase, "Surprise me!" The device proceeded in an opaque cup containing normal water, later determined to have been heated to approximately 200 degrees Celsius. Upon receiving vibration from transport, the contents of the cup turned into steam, violently spraying boiling water in a 2-meter radius. Yeah, that's pretty surprising. And facing melting water. This machine. Researcher produced requests for blood of Christ. Nympho vibrated and produced the message. Hic es enim calix sanguineus mei. Then produced a paper drinking cup containing approximately 0.12 liters of red grape wine. Well, it is the blood of Christ. It's not wrong. This machine has some sense of humor too, right? Researcher produced requests for cup of Smilodon blood, cup of passenger pigeon blood, and cup of Thomas Jefferson's blood, and received 3 out of range errors. What's a passenger pigeon? Is this the pigeon who sits on the back? A D-class personnel with IQ of 99 and low curiosity scores was given written instructions about what to request. The D-class personnel produced a request for blood of Canis lupus and received a cup of liquid subsequently identified as wolf blood. The D-class personnel next produced a request for saliva of Equus ferus caballos and received a cup liquid subsequently identified as horse saliva. The D-class personnel produced urine of Phascolarctos cinereus and identified as koala urine. And then he requests for cerebrospinal fluid of Foberomes pertesoni and received a cup that is undergoing analysis. It is to be noted that Foberomes Pattersonis peperonis went extinct during the late Miocene epoch, approximately 80 million years ago. Wait a minute, it can take. Maybe it's somewhere on the present, that's why it took it? Oh. For what I understand, it can take liquids from the past. Dr. King produced a request for a cup of room temperature superconductor and received a couple of apple juice with seeds floating in it. No one noticed, Momochi, good job. What? Dr. Menchi produced a request for a cup of D151839's leukemia and received a cup of fluid. The fluid was microscopically examined and found to contain leukemic blood cells, which were a genetic match to D15 blah, blah, blah. A second request for blah, blah, resulted in an out-of-range error. Was subsequently found to be free of leukemia. However, within 50 days, the leukemia had recurred. Oh. Oh god, I really like this machine. I want this machine for me, so I can steal all the good drinks around the world. Can you imagine having a drink, any drink at your home? I want it. Oh, what's this? Okay, let's see the next one. Nah, 4948. Thematic. 4948. 4. Nah, no, I don't know how to call this one. 40. Yeah. I will just read Susan. Civilians affected by Susan are to be brought to test chamber at the door to chamber is to be left suddenly ajar for 2 minutes before verification of medication return to populace. What was the name? Yuji! Yuji is the phenomenon of sudden and irrational paranoia of closing doors. Well, it is known how Yuji is developed. It is heavily suspected that proximity to those affected by Susan is a factor. Right, it was Susan. Susan begins with slight unexplained dread at the sight of doors closing. Eventually, this becomes full terror, and the feeling of need to escape the room if possible. The pepperoni thing. If unable to leave a room with a closing or ajar door, affected personnel will report to increased darkness in the room and more jagged and aggressive geometry. After approximately 2 minutes, the subject will calm and Susan will cease to affect them. I want to see the image! Susan was first noted after it had begun to affect citizens of the town of Night Fork, Minnesota, a small forest hamlet that was investigated after the dispersion of a local family. It was found that all doors within the home of the family has been removed. No traces of the family in question were found. Whoa! Yes, no one noticed it. Why is it is pepperoni? I didn't saw. Let me see. No, it's pro photoberoni spattersoni, not a pepperoni. What's this? What's a photoberoni blah blah pattersoni pepperoni? It's a capivara. Here it is. It's a capivara. Local hotel was converted into a giant site Susan to treat the populace and found a personnel that began exhibiting symptoms of of Susan. During treatment, most subjects would hide themselves in the corner of the testing chamber until cessation of Susan's effect. During this period of time, recording served picked up barely audible whispers, along with whimpering from the subjects. From October 31, 2018, to 29, 2018, over 300 personnel were treated for Susan, with all treatments deemed successful. As such, Susan has been declared neutralized. Of note is the final neutralization of Susan. In the case of Dr. Warner, this neutralization lasted 5 minutes instead of 2, and was ended with Dr. Warner approaching the door and getting onto his knees and begging to the door to not take it away from him. This was followed by a 2-hour period of unconsciousness, of which Dr. Warner reported being cured. Personnel at the adjunct site Susan have reported that testing chamber number 127 has smelled of rotting meat. This was found to be due to multiple doors made up of organic materials that have appeared within the chamber. Attempts to remove these doors from the chamber have failed. The chamber has since been filled with concrete. Wait a minute, this is a room? This is a room that is afraid of closing doors? Isn't that it? What? Susan? I didn't understand. Really understand this. A local hotel. No, it's not a room. What? Are you okay, Momochi? Yeah, I am, but I didn't understand. This is what? Susan is a person, right? It's not a room. It's a phenomenon that makes people really scared of opening a door for no apparent reason. I see! It's a phenomenon! I was thinking it was something or someone, not a phenomenon. I see. Wow, so weird. So they made rotting meat. They made doors of meat because people were too afraid of doors? It's a phenomenon that makes people really scared of... okay. This is normal, Norix. This is what I understood! Here we go. That's my conclusion. It is a room with a phenomenon with meaty doors. Okay, next one. Let's see. Who's this? This one is more than meet the eyes. Right? Yes. Okay. SCP-096. Special Containment Procedures 96. There might be something on the other side of the door that causes the effect. Oh, so it means that the person, let's take Bob. Bob is in a room is inside a room, and then Bob starts to feel uneasy with the closed door, and then he just flies kick the door just to left it open. And why meet doors? It's because they can reach the door if they get uneasy. But no one can tell because no one can bring themselves to look on the other side or open it. I see. But if the person starts to get uneasy with the door, they will try to open it, right? I don't know about any meat dolls, honestly. It was saying about the meat doors. I'm not getting crazy, right? You're right? I'm reading about the meat doors. What's this chamber? Well, oh yeah. What? Uh, unlock a hotel. Okay. Okay. The symptoms of Susan. Susan is a phenomenon. It's a disease. During treatment, most subjects would hide themselves in the corner of the testing chambers. Okay. They took the people with the Susan disease and put them on little pretty rooms. During this time, recording instruments picked up barely audible whispers, along with whimpering from the subjects. Okay. 5 minutes instead of 2. Okay. Ow! Just a minute, everybody. Okay. Okay. Lesson 5 and Hazard approaching the door and getting to his knees and begging to the door to not take it away from him. This was followed by 2-hour period of unconsciousness. Okay. Yes, it's the rotting meat. They put them in a room with Susan to try and treat the effects of the paranoia in affected people and see what happens. After they succeed, the door stopped having its paranormal effect. So the door smells like meat. Oh! Oh! Oh, so this door, they don't know what happens behind the door, but there was this smell on the door, right? After the effect stopped, the room smelled like rotting meat because while the dog was unconscious, several doors made of rotting flesh appeared in the room. I see. Oh, wow. Wow! The doors appeared on the room, right? Oh god, and no one could enter to see what was behind the meat doors? No one quite knows what happened or how, but while the dog... Yeah. They filled the room with concrete and left it because nobody had the paranormal fear of doors anymore. I see. But it can be back someday. Who knows? Ooh, this is so eldritch, like an eldritch story. So cool. Yeah, nice, nice. Okay, let's go to another one. This is the 96, the not so naughty number. 96 is to be contained in its cell, 555 meters airtight steel cube at all times. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside the 96 cell. Security personnel will use pre-installed pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure 96 presence inside the cell. Any and all photos, videos, or recordings of 96 likeness are strictly forbidden without approval for Dr. U and O5E. I love the SCP Wiki. There's literally over 500 stories like this and more every day. Oh wow! Who writes everything? To have every day have a new story. So cool. Not 500, 5,000. Anyone can write one. I see. That's the SCP-69 looks like? No, this is the 96. It's not the sexy number. 96 is a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. Subject shows very little muscle mass, with preliminary analysis of body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation with no sign of any body hair. 96 jaws can open to 4 times the norm of an average human. Other facial features remain similar to an average human, with the exception of the eyes, which are also devoid of pigmentation. It is not yet known whether 96 is blind or not. It shows no signs of any higher brain functions and is not considered to be sapient. If you look at the top right of the page, there's a rating. Ah, nice! If the rating stays above a certain range for a prolonged period of time, it gets locked in permanently. If it goes below a certain range of certain amounts of time, the story is deleted and you can ask for a test read by site admins to give you some tips on how to fix it. Oh, that's so cool! Yeah! Oh, anyone who likes to write those kinds of stories must love the site. Pretty cool, pretty cool! 96 is normally extremely docile, with pressure sensors inside its cells indicating it spends most of the day pacing by the earthen wall. However, when someone views 96 face, whenever it be detected via video recording or even a photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. 96 will cover its face with its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately 1 to 2 minutes after the fist rearing, 96 will begin running to the person who views its face, who will, from this point, to be referred as 96-1. It's just like me when I am on social situations. Ah, nice. This one, I was going to search about this one. It's a shortish one, so I'm gonna send Momo one less very, very wholesome. And also shortish one. Okay. Documented speeds have varied from 35 kilometers per hour to kilometers per hour and seems to depend on distance from 96.1. At this point, no material method can impede 96 progress. The actual position of 9061 does not seem to affect 96 response. It seems to have an innate sense of 96 one location. Note, this reaction does not occur when viewing artistic dissections. See document. I will call you Bob 1. I will call you Bob. Reading the number, it starts to make my tongue roll. Upon arriving at Bob 1 location, Bob will proceed to kill and Bob 1. 100% of cases have left no traces of Bob 1. Bob will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and become docile once again. It will then attempt to make its way back to its natural habitat. 096. Okay. Due to the possibility of a mass chain reaction, including breach of foundation secrecy and large civilian loss of life, retrieval of subjects should be considered of a priority. Dr. E has also petitioned of immediate termination of 096. See interview 0961. Order is waiting for approval. Termination order has been approved and is to be carried out by Dr. on see incident 0961A. Out your luck. Begin luck. Time. Research area E. Captain Sprinkles, it always sucks eggs to get initial retrieval dirty. You have no idea what the damn thing's capable of besides what jacket information field detectives can scrap up. You're lucky if they even tell the whole story. They told us to beg and tag. Didn't tell us jack shit about not looking at the damn thing. Dr. A, could you describe the mission, please? Captain Sprinkles. Yes, sorry. We had 2 choppers. One with my team and one on backup with Zulu 9B and Dr. E. We spotted the target about 2 clicks north of our patrol path. I'm guessing he wasn't faced with reaction, else he would have taken us out then and there. Dr. E, your report says 096 didn't reach it. Reacted to the code? It was minus 90 degrees. Captain Sprinkles. Actually, it was minus 100 degrees. And yes, it was butt naked and didn't so much as shiver. Anyways, we landed, a protector, and corporeal. Got ready to bag it. That's when Dr. called. I turned to answer it, and that's what saved me. The target must have turned, and my whole squad saw it. Dr. That's when 096 entered an agitated, emotional state. Captain Sprinkles, yep. Interviewed now pauses for a second before continuing. Sorry, got the willies for a second. Dr. That's alright. Captain Sprinkles, yeah. Well, I never saw its face. My squad did, and they paid for it up the ass. Dr. Could you describe it a little more, please? Captain Sprinkles. Yeah. It starts screaming at us and crying. Not animal roaring though. Sounded like a person. Really fucking creepy. Pauses again. We started fighting when it picked up corporeal and ripped off his leg. God, he was screaming out for help. Fucking Anyways. We were blowing chunks out of the target, round after round. Didn't do jack shit. I almost lost when I started that expansion. In Dr. That's when you ordered the use of an papers are here moving. At 4 headed launcher, Captain Sprinkles, and at tank again. Started carrying it ever since got loose. I've seen those tear through tanks like tissue paper. This is a the target. Dr. There was similar damage to 096. Captain Sprinkles. It didn't even fucking flinch. It kept tearing apart my squad, but with half of its torso gone. He draws a large half circle across his torso. Dr. But it was taking damage? Captain Sprinkles. If it was, it wasn't showing it. It must have lost all its organs, all its blood, but it didn't acknowledge any of it. Its bone structure wasn't hurt at all, though. It kept tearing my squad apart. Hello, Felvair! Welcome back! How are you doing? For waking up after 5 hours of sleep, I would call not missing string a success. I see. Yes, I will watch soon. So, no structural damage? How many rounds would you say you were fired at 096? Captain Sprinkles, at least 1,000. Our dark gunner kept his GAU-90 on it for at least 20 seconds. 20 fuck seconds! That's 600.50 caliber rounds pumping into that thing! Might as well be spitting at it! Dr. This is when Zulu 9B arrived with Captain Sprinkles. Yeah, my squad was gone. Zulu 9B managed to get the bag over its head and just sat down. We got it into the chopper and got it here. I don't know how I never saw its face. Maybe God or Buddha or whoever thought it should leave the jackass. Dr. We have obtained an artist's description of 096 face. Would you like to view it? Captain Sprinkles, after hearing that thing screams and the screams of my mate, I don't think I have to put a face on that. Oh, a face to what I heard. No, just no. Doctor, all right. I believe we are done here. Thank you, Captain. Chants are moving. Songs of cheer. And footsteps leave the road. Tap, 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 tap. Captain retired Sprinkles is confirmed to have left interview room 22. Doctor, let this be on record that I formally request 096 be terminated as soon as possible. Clip. I'm kind of surprised she hasn't, but very good. She's distracted with SCP Wiki. Yes, it's so awesome. The stories are so cool. I remember like a decade ago I tried to get into SCP writing, but I never was accepted into it despite dozens of applications. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, let me see the 69. I thought everyone could write on the site. Ah, 69 is currently impersonating former Foundation agent blah, and he's housed at Humanoid Containment Site 063. 69 is to be provided with any reasonable requests, item or material so long as such request does not violate the Foundation security protocols. This is the sexiest Cryptid or story. As 69 is currently on suicide watch, all requests it makes must be approved by no fewer than 2 level 3 personnel. They use it to have you apply directly with a story they would test read. Ah! So it's directly. So you can send it. I think. I don't know. Now the admins just test read ones for the 00 numbers like 100, 300, 400, etc. in the format of a contest. I see. Oh wow. Yeah, I can wonder there. Lots of stories every day, right? Ah. If 69 attempts to breach containment, it must be subdued using non-lethal methods. If 69 dies, undercover agents are to be instructed to monitor reports of incidents in which individuals appear to have escaped certain death, and 69 is to be contained as soon as possible. Despite the fact that 69 is identical in all ways to Agent A, it remains an active SCP in containment and is not to be treated as a Foundation employee. Any requests for classified information are to be denied, and visits from former co-workers without proper authorization are not allowed. Huh. 69 is presumably a humanoid entity of variable appearance and gender, though and no ability whenever 69 is left alone with a recently diseased human body, the body will disappear and 69 will take on the appearance, manners, and knowledge of the recently dead individual. Oh, it's a doppelganger! Ah, I thought the 69 would be someone who can change its form and do blowjobs on itself. I tried anything and everything, and they limiting it to like 200 characters or some shit at the time was not good. Study application, everything was tried. All I remember is back then they had just one dude on screen, the applicants. Oh god. Only one dude to read all the applications? This is hard. Though extensive experimentation, it has been shown that 69 is completely indistinguishable from the individual it impersonates, matching the original individual fingerprints, DNA, blah, with nearly perfect impersonation. 69 retains no knowledge of its abilities of forming impersonations. 69 responds normally to injury and pain, but if killed, it will rapidly decay into dust regardless of any preservation attempts. 69 will then re-emerge at the site of the most recent human death. There is no maximum rate to this effect, and so far has been observed in jumps of up to 675 kilometers. 69 can present a single individual indefinitely. However, it will gain an overriding urge to get their life in order, include but not limited to resolving any outstanding financial or personal obligations, visiting extended family, updating their will and testament, and other acts of closure. When questioned, 69 professes no driving motivation other than a desire to strengthen out their lives in the event of unforeseen injury or death. 69 first come to the Foundation's attention on following reports of John Murler, a firefighter who merely emerged alive from a 3-alarm building fire in which 2 other firefighters and 11 civilians perished. Undercover agents attached to the local authorities were notified of a possible CSP when reports emerged that the firefighting equipment had been damaged beyond recognition. It had been damaged nearly impossible to the fire show with Moses Cloud. Although 2 weeks later, the presumed John May responded to another large-scale fire during which he entered a smoke-filled room alone and was never found. A single civilian was recovered from the building. Again, never 69 was designed the following day and rendered into foundation custodied by members of Mobile Task Force XI3 Body Snatchers. A guardian duty assigned to 69 was killed during the containment breach of and subsequently impersonated by 69. Although initially in denial of being informed of its identity, it has been mostly cooperative since its impersonal of mid-level Foundation employee. Contingencies for the use of deceased Foundation employees for the future 69's use is under consideration. 69 attempted to commit suicide after junior researcher accidentally informed it that the family Agent had been told that Agent was dead, and of their subsequent reactions. Due to the massive cost of possibly having to recontain 69, strict suicide watch measures are to be implemented. Plans to use other deceased Foundation employees as possible impersonation targets for 69 has been suspended. Oh! But if it can change, right? I wonder if this one starts to age like a human, a normal person, and live the life until it gets old and dies. Huh, I wonder. Okay, I will see a last one of the CSP, and I will watch the video that Philvade sent me. Huh. Due to SCP for 4999, unlessness or inability to appear before more than 1% time, in addition to the subsequent and immediate death of any of who witnesses its firsthand, 4999 is effectively self-containing. Any reports of 4999 manifestations captured by security camera feeds, photographs, or similars are to be investigated, and the media confiscated for analysis. All second-hand witnesses among the civilian populace had to be amnestiated. Yeah, they took a long while to figure out how to curate their sublimations. I see. It seems this site is pretty popular, right? It's cool. I never heard about this site. This is new for me. Hey Norex, take a second to Google Tiki Motman statue, West Virginia. Oh my god. 49999 is a humanoid entity of no origins and composition. Its physical appearance varies, with dark formal wear being the only constant between manifestations. Due to the rarity of recorded 4999 manifestations events and highly specific circumstances in which they occur, little data concerning its nature or intent is available. However, its behavior is consistent across all recorded sightings. 4999 will remain only in the presence of one solitary human person at a time. All subjects recorded to date have been in terminally poor health, critically injured, or on their deathbeds, with 49999 appear nearby and within sight of the individual not more than 20 minutes before their expiration. Wait a minute! 4999 will be at the side of a cheese 20 minutes before their expiration. Oh, poor cheese, I'm here with you, don't worry. You are still eatable even before your expiration date. 499 will only appear if the subject is conscious and alone. It will not appear if the subject is comatose, asleep, or unconscious. nor will it appear if they are being cared for by, in the company of, or otherwise being directly observed by another person. And yet somehow they are still doing a better job of it than Steam. Oh god, I don't know if it's Steam TOS friendly, but it's a hilarious thing. They done made Motoman damn cheek. Ah, Kiba, look at it and see if it's TOS. For 1999, by explanation they mean death. Food can expire too. The explanation for the person for their death is their death. I know, right up. It's the same word. They did, Velvet. They did. There's some TOS weird games on Steam nowadays. I wonder what happened. Why they release it? Release it? They let it go on Steam right now. Upon manifestation, the entity will sit itself directly adjacent to the subject bed. If such furniture is available, if not, it will sit on the floor. I mean, it will remain standing. It will really sit on the floor, or sit on the floor ground in whatever configuration will allow it direct physical sex to the subject without causing disturbance. Once situated, it will remove a pack of cigarettes from its left inside the jacket pocket and offer one to the subject. If the subject accepts, 4999 it will place it between their lips, remove one for itself, and light both. If the subject declines, 4999 will light and smoke the cigarette instead. The entity will make physical contact with the subject, typically via holding their hand, placing its hand atop theirs, or resting its hand on their shoulders. 4999 will then remain with the subject, silent and unmoving, until they have passed away, and will drop the ashes of the cigarette above the subject, burning a little bit to their hand. They stop checking what people submitted and instead just charge you 100 fee to submit again to sell on their storefront now. That explains it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That explains the much trash I'm seeing on Steam right now. Seems kinda poopy like that. Like, yeah, they might hold the SCP name, but like at the core, it was always a community backbone of things, it seems. Hello, Shaded! Welcome back, how are you doing? I'm doing really fine, thanks for asking. I'm reading some Cryptid stories here on SCP. What's sage? What it means? 4999 has not been seen to engage in any other activity or behavior, and the manifests immediately upon the subject's death. Sorry, the manifests immediately upon the subject's death. The subject's cigarette, however, will remain, providing the only physical evidence of 4999 presence. No subject thus far has been seen to recoil from or otherwise resist the entity, nor have any attempt to engage it in conversation. They are too weak dying, despite multiple instances of subjects acknowledging the entity's presence via eye contact, adjusting posture, or reciprocate or facilitate the entity's thoughts, breaking into tears when noticing its presence, or verbally thanking the entity when offered a cigarette. The entity will cry? Despite the multiple stances of subjects and I'm doing better than I have been, Momo. Have been struggling with emotion things for a while, but I'm good now. Ah, that's so good to hear, Shaded. I'm so glad for you. Yeah. That's nice, Shaded. That said, some Russian guy apparently filed for a trademark for the SCP logo and related properties. Ah! God damn it! God damn it, trademarks! Yes, yes! Individuals affected by 4999 share a number of common attributes. Research into indefinite subjects has indicated that 4999 is more likely to appear if an individual lives alone, is non-religious, is impoverished or homeless, displays a story of mental illness, is a military veteran, has no criminal record, and has never been convicted of a violent crime, has no currently surviving family, is unmarried or otherwise lacks a significant other, has little to no social standing in their community, does not exhibit any record or significant professional or personal accomplishments, has few to no mutual beneficial interpersonal relationships, or exhibits qualities and life story that have been rendered the individual known to really annoying, neglected, and otherwise unremarkable or significant by the standards of their respective society. Ah. My tongue! Kind of said the standard of well shit they got that in, but I couldn't get it. To be honest, haven't looked at it since be legit since like applying to the site 10 years ago. Not sure what's still around. Senator Marlock, my tongue! It just started rolling. And I never heard about SCP. This is news for me. It's a pretty cool site. I already did the impression. No test involving 499 has been authorized or attempted due to available data indicating that observation of a subject precludes its manifestations as well as ethical concerns. 4999 was initially discovered as a result of its emerging status, status as an urban legend, with footage of the entity appearing on hospital security cameras worldwide, being disseminated via the internet and various television programs. A minor disinformation program was put into effect to maintain its public image, and 499 was officially registered on November 27, 1998. In the years following 4999 classification, additional research and cross-reference with accounts of familiar phenomena have suggested that while concrete evidence of 4999 appearances have become more commonplace due to the advent of photography and video recording technology in the modern era, writings and artistic descriptions of a figure exhibiting similar properties, behavior, and physical resemblance to SCP-4999 existed to our story, kitchen, and mythology, with some accounts being thousands of years ago old. in some cases predating human civilization. It is not currently understood how pre-modern cultures would have been capable of detecting 499's presence. Investigation is ongoing. This is Death. This is Mori Calliope. This is a lot of reading talking. Yeah. I'm not used to talk so much. Much of that stuff is gone. Nowadays, the community sort of self-moderates and there's a contest for the X1s, with admin staff giving a thing. And then read it from all the submissions. Randoms ever giving a roulette, although it's lots, depending on how many end up not winning, but still being so good that you want to give them a featured spot. This is a really wholesome one. Yes, it is. Honestly, OG CSP years feel so toxic thinking back like it was. So inclusive they gave no space to write and they really seem to play hardball with it. Yeah, sometimes some communities are like this. But it's good to see they improve it. That's nice. Okay. I really liked the stories from SCP, especially from the coffee machine. That was so awesome. This is the one that I like it the most. Okay. So let's see the video that Felfire sent us. It's about a Mothman, and I don't know what's a Mothman. Is there a video about Mothmans? I know it's a moth. The Legend of the Mothman. Let's see. Let me see. Ah! Yeah, I don't use YouTube Premium. I'm poor. Of course, Philvy's a Mothman guy. Fucking Mothman, dude. What's this? Let's see.
A small town in West Virginia was stalked by an unknown creature with glowing red eyes. Was he real or just a figment of the imagination? And does recent photographic evidence suggest he may have returned? This week on Bedtime Stories, we retell the legend of the Mothman.
No, this is the Mothman, not the lamp. Oh no, it's the lamp, not the lamp. Is the lamp the weaknesses of the Mothman? Can you imagine you light a lamp and the Mothman goes at the lamp? Just that. Let me see, who's the Mothman? This one ain't mine, although any and all Mothman is oh wow. The Mothman screams, but moths don't scream. They are moths. They don't have moths.
Point Pleasant, West Virginia, a small town with a big history. Its population of just over 4,000 occupies an area of just 3 square miles. One would not think of it as a city, but in fact it is. A city surrounded by lush green countryside, bisected by the vast Ohio River, and steeped in larger-than-life legend. As its name suggests, its character is quaint, peaceful.
Some moths have
above
mouths.
all,
Oh,
pleasant.
they? I didn't
On
know.
the
I
surface,
thought
at
that
least,
all moths didn't
No one
have
would ever suspect that it was
mouths.
home to one of the most unsettling
Mouths.
ordeals of
Mouths,
the last
mouths.
half-century.
What's mouths?
One that still strikes fear into the hearts of
The
many.
one that eats clothes do.
During the latter half of the 1960s, reports began to surface of a mysterious and horrifying creature stalking residents on the outskirts and surrounding areas of town. Encounters with this entity were said to be so frightening that at least one person suffered
Oh,
from
wow.
psychological trauma for many years after their experience. The first sighting of such occurred on the 12th of November 1966, when 5 gravediggers working in a local cemetery near Clendenin saw what they thought was a human being fly out of a group of trees nearby. They watched for about a minute as it swooped low over their heads and then took off into the distance. 2 nights later, on the 14th, a resident...
Oh, no, no! Oh, I jumped. I jumped. Accidentally jumped. I was going to pause. No, no. What I wanted to say is, can you imagine the grave diggers were working, and there's a crazy man that wanted to fly and tried to fly with a flying squirrel suit in the dark, and he was like, "Oh no, I was just testing this because Wednesday I have to work and I can only work at night." Mothman is a sort of an urban legend, although not from my area, but we did have a Bigfoot hunting show go to a town 20 miles away. Oh God! I think in my area they tried to find chupacabra, but I think they never did. We still think it was the inbred looking hillbilly looking shit speaking in the window, because from what my family knows of them, wouldn't leave it past then. Oh God. And yeah, I know this one. Watched it with someone who declared themselves my biggest sister at one point. Also, imagine not using an ad block for YouTube. Yes, I'm poor. I don't have YouTube Premium and no ad block. I think ad blocks nowadays are all paid. I would return with a flamethrower. Yes, that's wise, King Isle. Any flamethrower for everything. If it's a Mothman, a man with a weird suit, a flamethrower is always the answer. Adblock is free. I just found the paid ones. Yeah. Let's continue.
Out of a group of trees nearby. They watched for about a minute as it swooped low over their heads and then took off into the distance. 2 nights later, on the 14th, a resident of Salem, Newell Partridge, was at home watching television when he saw 2 red objects hovering over a field at the rear of his property. Upon investigating,
it was just vampires.
He realized that the glowing objects were actually a pair of eyes, which belonged to a tall, dark figure. This figure was standing on the branch of a tree about 100 meters away when it promptly rose up into the air and flew away over the woods, letting out a blood-curdling scream as it went. His dog, a German shepherd named Bandit, took off in pursuit and was never seen again. The night after,
you know, it's not true, because dogs are not so dumb. At least my dog is not so dumb. When you hear a bloody scream like this, I think the dog would go and hide, not go to the screen. I use AdBlock Plus. It's literally just a browser extension. You can just find it about anywhere. Aha! Next time I will look at it. Thanks, Norax. And the German Shepherd would come back when called. They are practically born with training. Yes! My dog is so scared of everything that it would go back too. And you don't need to call her. My dog runs outside to find the noise when I walk down the stairs. But I'm sure. If it was something like this, I don't think they would go.
two young married couples burst into the Mason County Sheriff's Office in a state of panic and distress.
He's not the brightest.
They were
Oh,
Mr.
poor
and Mrs. Roger
doggo.
Scarberry
Protect
and
the
Mr. and
doggo.
Mrs. Steve Mallet, and they had been on their way back from a double date, driving close to the TNT area of Point Pleasant, when they saw a tall grey figure stood next to the road. They reported that it looked like a man, but bigger, possibly 7 feet tall, and that it appeared to have a pair of wings folded behind its back. In front of it lay the carcass of a dog, the breed of which was never determined, but was later assumed to be that of Newell Partridge's German Shepherd.
All I can think is it was a guy, a weird guy, wearing a cape, like a cape or a blanket, and he was like, "Oh, poor dog, I couldn't save you. You were a car. How you say? Passed? Killed you, and I'm going to bury you, poor doggo." My dog shifts between knucklehead, idiotic, lazy potato to one story from precious owners where someone was snooping windows and they opened the door and he ran out and pinned the dude till cops came. Wow! Can I drop out pupper? Go brr! Bravey dog. But take care of your doggo. Don't let the bad guys hurt your doggo. My doggo is like puppy size. Oh, so cute. I remember that. They're so cute. All doggos are cute. All doggos and fluffles. All the fluffles are cute.
Leopard.
Even Mochman.
As they passed this strange-looking figure, it rose into the air and proceeded to fly after the car. Mr. Scarberry, who was driving, sped up close to 100 miles per hour.
This
The
is starting
creature
to look
was
at the
able to keep
Birdman,
up,
not the
matching
Mochman.
the speed of the vehicle.
Maybe he was just
It was
testing
said that it
his
emitted a high-pitched
flying squirrel
squeak when it
suit.
flew, and that it had huge red eyes, which glowed like a pair of car reflectors. As they entered the town, it broke off the chase and flew back in the
Maybe
direction
it
of the
was a
TNT
flying
area.
squirrel man with glowing
conference
stickers
was
on the
held on
eyes
the
because
afternoon
he
of the
was trying
16th,
to be a
where the
traffic
Scarberry and Mallet
policy
couples
man.
gave their account
You
of the
don't
previous
know.
evening. Dr. Robert Smith,
Don't judge
a
Watchmen.
wildlife expert, was also in attendance and offered his explanation to the waiting media, saying that what the two couples had actually seen was an abnormally large crane which had been blown out of its migration route. These reports would hit the local evening papers on the 16th of November, and word of the encounters spread through the town like wildfire. This, as with any kind of sensationalism, unfortunately,
I
evoked
will see
many
the video
fabricated
later,
sightings
Fellfire.
from other so-called
If
eyewitnesses.
it's Shiabai.
And from here on out, nearly all alleged encounters are subject to a much higher scrutiny. That's not to say that all of them are fictitious, however. One sighting in particular occurred on the evening of the 16th, at around the same time as the first local evening papers
I don't play
were
those
being
games.
deposited
It's
in
Kiva.
mailboxes. Mr. and Mrs. Raymond Walmsley, along with Marcella Bennett and her baby daughter, Tina, were on their way to visit the Thomas family, who lived on the outskirts of town. When they pulled up to the Thomas property, the car seemed to disturb something. As they were getting out of the vehicle, they were shocked to see a large grey figure, bigger than a man, rising up from the ground nearby, which they described as having terrible glowing
He was
red
just
lights.
fixing the
Marcella
car.
was so alarmed that she forgot she was carrying her baby daughter, and in her panic, actually dropped
Marcella is the worst.
After collecting herself
She
and
tossed
her child,
her baby
she
at
ran to the Thomas
Mothman.
home and was let in by one of their children. The creature shuffled after them and continued to terrorize the household by peering in through the windows. By the time the police arrived, over half an hour later, it had of course vanished. But this wasn't the last Marcella would see of the Mothman. She also lived on the outskirts of Point Pleasant, near the TNT area, and claimed that after her initial encounter at the Thomas residence, the creature had visited her home on several other occasions, and that she often heard its blood-curdling scream in the dead of night.
It's a stalker Mochman.
Marcella apparently suffered with nightmares and other mental health issues for many years after her ordeal. The TNT area of Point Pleasant would later become heavily associated with the Mothman. It is a large tract of land dotted with small concrete igloos used during World War II to store ammunition. It is also adjacent to the 2,500-acre McClintock Wildlife Station, and the entire landscape is covered with dense forest.
How do
steep
you know
hills,
he
and
is
riddled with tunnels.
the
press
Cryptid
would
is
go
a
on to
Mothman?
claim
How do you
that
know?
the area acted as a home for the creature
It could
during
be
its time in
the
Point Pleasant,
flying squirrel
with
man
most of the
or
sightings
the
having
bird
occurred there.
man. It has
There were many
wings.
more reported encounters towards the end of 1966, peaking especially in 1967, and during November of that year, the Silver River Bridge over the Ohio River
Is Mothman
collapsed,
fluffy?
plunging a number of vehicles
Is
into the
Mothman
icy
like
depths,
Juniper?
and killing 46 people in the process. Immediately after this, sightings of the Mothman ceased altogether, leading many to believe that the creature was somehow responsible for this tragedy, that it was, in fact, a harbinger of death. So who, or rather what, was the Mothman? Was there any truth to the events that took place? Or was it all just an elaborate hoax, orchestrated with the sole intention of increasing tourism to a failing backwater town? Ideas have been varied, to say the least. Skeptics have largely agreed with Dr. Robert Smith's explanation, maintaining that the Mothman was nothing more than a very large bird, and this may well have been true. The sandhill crane is a large species of bird, common in North America.
Wait a minute, what's a
which normally
sandhill
averages-
crane? Let me see. Sandhill crane. Oh, it's like how's the name in English? I forgot. That Emma? Ah! Hello, Soul. Soul, what's to bonk me? Wait a minute. I just need to remember what it was. I think it was no. I forgot. Which one was it? Just a minute. Ah, here it is. Ow! Ow! Oh, boy. Hello, Soul. A crane. Yes. There's another bird that it's pretty big too. I forgot the name. I just remember the name in Portuguese. Avestruz. I forgot in English. But yeah. But it still doesn't match. You can imagine a crane like this, eating dogs. Ostrich, yes, ostrich.
The height
Maybe
of around
it's something
4
like
foot,
this.
but is capable of growing up to 6 foot. It also has shocks of bright red feathers around its eyes, somewhat matching the descriptions given at the time of the sighting.
Does it? Ah, it's the head. I see. Yeah.
However, eyewitnesses have taken great issue with this explanation, saying that what they saw was definitely not a bird, and that they would have known the difference. First of all, It would have to have been abnormally large in order to match the proportions given by those who encountered the strange being, 7 foot tall in most cases. Secondly, the Mothman's eyes were said to glow red, and whilst owls exhibit eyeshine when a light source is pointed in their direction, most other birds do not. By all accounts, the creature's eyes glowed red.
Maybe it was a
even
big
when
cat.
no light
Maybe it
source
was a
pointing
man with a
directly
cat
towards
on
it.
its head. Can you imagine this?
The high-pitched scream it emitted was also said to be far
You can
more
see the
human-like
cat's eyes
than
on the
bird-like.
dark.
And Mr. Scarborough in particular would go on to question exactly what kind of bird could fly at over 100 miles per hour. And finally, whilst it might be plausible for 1 or 2 witnesses to misidentify a large bird, it would be highly improbable for so many people to have done so. This is, of course, if many of the eyewitness accounts are to be believed. Sightings dramatically increased.
I said, I swear, I only smoked
Scarborough
all the crack.
magically
I'm sure it was
published
Mothman
by
and not a bird.
and it would only be prudent to assume that some,
Yeah,
if
this
not
is
most
an
of them,
explanation
were completely
too.
fabricated to further
I
inflame
think
the
there was
situation.
someone that was
Even the
testing a flying
Scarborough
squirrel
mallet sighting
suit.
Is said to have a
And
number of inconsistencies
they
between
died
how the story
when
was originally
there was the
reported to
accident with
police
the bridge.
and what it later became in the press.
Oh, it's so sad. That man
For
just wanted to
instance,
fly.
Other sources have it that the creature did not, in fact, fly after their car, but rather shuffled down the road in pursuit for a very short distance. With this in mind, we are once again at the mercy of speculation, and of this there is no shortage. Tourism to the town experienced a noted increase in the wake of those first sightings, and of course, this has led a number of doubters to believe that the entire
Winged
episode
Catman doesn't roll
was a
off
cleverly
the
planned
tongue
hoax
like a Mothman.
engineered towards that end.
It's the flying squirrel
However,
winged
The
Catman.
reason this story captured the imaginations of
Remember
so
the
many
priest
in the
that
first
tied the
place
balloons to
was a
himself?
result of those
Ah,
first
yes,
4
yes.
encounters.
He's almost a Cryptid.
These 4 sightings all happened over the course
It
of
was a
many
yeah,
days
yeah, the
in
priest.
locations that were many miles apart. They were all strikingly similar, despite nothing being reported in the press during that time, and despite the fact that none of the witnesses knew each other. Add to this that the sheriff absolutely believed the Scarberries and Mallets, having known them for most of their lives, and witnessing firsthand how extremely upset and visibly shaken they were after their encounter. For this reason, many are prepared to give these accounts the benefit of the doubt. There could well have been an unknown cryptid stalking the countryside around Point Pleasant, and if this was indeed the case, what was its purpose, and where did it come from?
To terrorize people.
One theory within the fringe community is that the Mothman is a symbol of impending doom. Completely unrelated to the Point Pleasant sightings, the same creature has allegedly been seen all over the world, and wherever
Oh,
it appears,
it was not only
tragedy
on
soon
that
follows.
place. That's
Indeed,
interesting.
many have likened the Mothman to the strange flying humanoids often witnessed in parts of South and Central America. The most popular theory amongst believers, though, is that the Mothman was actually extraterrestrial in origin. Sometime before the first Mothman sighting, a sewing machine salesman by the name of Woodrow Derenberger, driving along the I-77 not far from the area of Point Pleasant, encountered a UFO, which stopped his car dead in the road. A being exited the strange craft, sporting a huge, inhuman grin. This entity was said to have communicated with Derenberger telepathically, asking about the strange glow on the horizon, not realizing that it was the lights of a distant town. Derenberger reported that the individual referred to himself as Indrid Cold, a name which didn't mean anything to him at the time, but one which has gained much notoriety over the years. Many alleged alien abductees have reported meeting an Indrid Cold, otherwise known as the Grinning Man, which we will cover in another episode.
Abducted
Cold
or
is said to have asked Derenberger
killed
many questions
to
about
have
people
their
in
organs
the surrounding
harvested.
areas, then thanked him and left in his strange craft. Less than 2 weeks later, the first sightings of the Mothman began to surface, and over time, links between the two entities have invariably been made. Not only that, but many UFOs and strange lights were witnessed in and around the town at the time the encounters were going on. Some residents even reported paranormal activity in their homes, which gradually abated after the sightings themselves had ceased.
You can
Even
send
the
the
famed Men in
video
Black were
to
said to have made an
Kiba.
appearance in the town on a
Kiba's
number of
DM.
occasions.
They are open on both
Whoever or
places.
whatever the Mothman was, there is no doubt that something strange was going on in that small city on the banks of the Ohio River during the late 1960s. Whether people were seeing a genuine cryptid or nothing more than a figment of somebody else's extraordinary imagination,
Extraordinary
we
imagination,
have to ask
or
ourselves which
when
is
they
the more
were using
bizarre.
drugs.
A species yet to be discovered, of earthly origin or otherwise, or the lengths some people might go to in order to save their town. In closing, we have linked a picture which was taken near Point Pleasant on November the 20th, 2016, almost 30 years to the day after the first Mothman sighting occurred.
But
And
why
whilst this could be nothing
Mothman?
more than a bird of prey clutching a snake in its talons, the question must be asked, could the Mothman have finally returned to Point Pleasant after all this time?
Why Mothman? It could be Birdman with a cat on its head or something like this. People like moths, huh? Because if it's Mothman, you could turn on a lamp and lure the Mothman to the light and bonk him. Right? It's not so hard. Come on, people. Okay. Let me take a look at the video that Felvair sent to me. Let's see. Now, okay. I had my doubts about the Mothman, but there is a Mothman captured on video. We have a moment that they could record Mothman appearing. So let's see.
I just got done building these birdhouses. Hopefully I can get a couple of woodpeckers to move in and help me take care of this bug problem I've been having. What the? Holy shit!
Oh my
It's
god!
a mother effing moth, man! Are you kidding me? This fluttering weirdo broke my friggin' window!
It's
a sweater!
It's in the sweater!
No wonder why I have holes in my clothes! Cause this bastard's got a taste for pantyhose!
But the bras are better! Into the bra!
Look at that pile of lint shit he left on my shingles!
Oh my god!
Hey, actually, that's not my sweater. I've never seen it before. Hey! Drop that cashmere and get the hell out of here! Yeah! Oh my god! He's throwing mothballs at me! Yikes! He's using his nutsack to attack! I might want to move back! Jeepers creepers! Beware of these crotch-grabbing creatures! They'll try to nail you with their genitalia! Screw this! I better not make him mad! The last thing I need is to get killed by a flying godad! Freaking Mothman! Unbelievable!
God damn it, Mothman! Into your mothballs! People are allergic to mothballs. It's safe. Okay, so is it okay, Kiba? I will play it. Okay, let me take the video.
Picture the scene. I, a young, nubile wildlife photographer, found myself lost deep in the woods, face to face with the one they call Bigfoot. Let me tell you, it's true what they say about big feet. Because standing before me was half man, half beast. His musk of moss and cedar hung in the air. His barrel chest heaved, and between his legs swung what I can only describe as a glistening, furry forest log.
I don't know if it was really Bigfoot.
Mink biting an apple.
Oh God!
My mouth instinctively dropped open in surprise. And if I'm honest, anticipation. This is going to be the Loch Ness Monster all over again.
Oh God! Because the Loch monster was very wet. Oh my God! Good ones. As you can see, chat, Bigfoot really exists. Maybe it's your neighborhood, or maybe it's on the internet. Yeah, it's on the internet. Maybe it's on Tinder. Here's your neighborhood himbo. The legends were true. I only really carry cryptid shit posts around nowadays. Oh, that was good. Himbo Bigfoot, yes. Shit, why didn't I think of making a Mothman Tinder profile? No, you need to make a Bigfoot Tinder profile. Not the Mothman. Mothman is a liar. He's the Birdman with a cat on his head. And he spread lies about him being the Mothman. Because if he was really Mothman, he would be following lamps and not cars and babies. And falling bracelets. I could get costume even and go to drinks as Mothman. Can you imagine? You live like a Mothman, but lamps would be your problem, Felfire. I still vote for Bigfoot. But you do what pleases you more. Yes. Be a Mothman or be a Bigfoot. What really matters is having a big heart. And a big log. Just kidding. Okay, everyone. So, this is the time I have today. I'm ending this stream now. Thank you very much for joining me today to reveal all the cryptids and reading about the cryptids. Yes. Now I know they can give me Keanu Reeves P for scientific reasons. Yes. Cryptids, more like Cryptids. Cryptids? Okay, so let's see, who should I raid? Let me see. Who should I read? I think I will read. Little Lolly. It has been a long time. Here we go. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a great day or night. I hope it wasn't too scary. Woo!